distinguished guest, university officials, friends, family, and most importantly, our graduates. This is a great day, isn't it? Is everybody feeling pretty good? Is that no? This is a great day. It's a great day for you. It's a great day for us. It's a great day for all of our families. But that's why we're here. That's the only reason we're here, is to do everything that we do to come down to this day where we can get you to walk across this stage knowing that you completed a very rigorous program. You passed all those exams right at the very end, got through all of that, and cross this stage and do this in front of your family, because this is what this is all about. It's what it's all about at the University of Arizona. We have some great partners. This couldn't be done just by us standing up here as a Upper Division branch campus of the great University of Arizona. We have got some great partners in Pima County and in Cochise County. We have Karen Nicodemus with us, the president of Cochise College here today. And I have to tell you, Karen, without those students coming through your programs there, we'd never be able to do that. So I thank you for that. We also have a great partnership with Pima Community College and Chancellor Roy Flores and the folks up there this morning. We celebrated there as well, and I have to tell you, we couldn't do it without them as well. It's a great group of students. But also we have Vail School District and the Sierra Vista Public Schools, and Renee Humberg is with us today. And over the last couple of weeks, I had a chance to go to a couple of prestigious organizations, organizational meetings and that. Before I mention that, though, I want one person in the audience, I look down here to stand up. David Patterson, would you stand up for just a minute? This is our singularly largest investor and donor to U of A South, and this is David Patterson after the Patterson Observatory on campus. David, thank you for coming. Marilee, thanks for coming today, too. Today we're conferring a lot of degrees. 8 years or 15 years ago, when I stood up here for the very first time in this room, there were about as many people in this room as there are in the number of graduates right here. We had 8 students cross this stage. And today we've got 174 students graduating throughout southeastern Arizona and southern Arizona. That's a new high for the University of Arizona, University of Arizona South. 64 of those graduates are from Pima County and 110 are from Cochise County. There are 29 master's students, 139 undergraduate degrees, and 6 post-baccalaureate certifications going to be recognized today. This is the first commencement that we've had this kind of a number, but it's also one of the first commencements where we have students graduating in our own unique separate programs as well, in the Bachelor of Applied Science and the Bachelor of Science in Commerce. So that's a new first for us. And as I mentioned earlier, I did have a chance to go to some prestigious functions in the last couple of weeks. And one of those was the Awards of Distinction ceremony up on the main campus, where you look and you identify the best of the best faculty. And we had 2 individuals among the best of the best faculty at the University of Arizona. This year, the Dean's Award for Sustained Excellence in Teaching went to Diane Friend, and she was so honored the other night. Diane cannot be with us today. She is battling cancer, but all of our hearts are and we are with her. The second individual that won the award for Outstanding Community Service is with us tonight, Dr. Barbara Satera. Barbara, would you stand up for just a minute, because that's a great award as well. The second function I had an opportunity to attend were the Outstanding Seniors of the University of Arizona. That's where they picked the best of the best students. And there we had 2 individuals as well. And representing Cochise County, our own Cynthia Fullerton, right here from Cochise County. And she's with us, and you're going to hear about her today. And in addition to all these awards, we had another individual. Ike, where are you? Put your arm up there, Ike. Everybody take a look at Ike down here. Ike won one of the University Staff Awards of Excellence for the entire university. That's the kind of quality that we have down here. And the reason that I want to tell you this is that not only do we have a high-quality faculty and a high-quality student body, but that's what this, again, is all about. I am so proud of the faculty. I'm so proud of our students. And the point of this part of the conversation is to let the rest of you out there that are not among the faculty and students know how great these students are, how great this faculty is, because these folks are going to graduate from one of the most prestigious universities in the country and probably the world today. That's what's happening here, and I want to make sure that you understand that impact. I also want to personally thank your student government president. I have to tell you, Gina Loudon, Gina, Thank you. 2 years, hard work. It's been a tough 2 years here as a transition has taken place as we move to a redesign within the university structure and the state. And I'll tell you what, Gina provided the leadership that you needed to defend the things that you wanted to work toward and represent you at the leadership team here at UA South. So Gina, thank you very, very much. Finally, I want to thank all the moms and the dads and the grandmothers and the grandfathers and the nanas and the papas and the sons and the daughters and the brothers and the sisters and the aunts and uncles and cousins and nephews and girlfriends and boyfriends, all the other folks in this room here tonight, because I have to tell you, graduates, without those people, without that support group, you're not here. It doesn't happen without that group there. And as I look around this room and I see these infants here and I see these kids, you know what? It just fills my heart with love and joy for what we've created down here. And by the way, there are no rules when it comes to photos. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. All of this row down here, come up, take the photos. You get an opportunity with your graduate coming across here, so make sure that you take that. Once again, to the graduates, thank you for all you do. Congratulations. I'll see you in graduate school, and I'll also see you when you write that check back to U of A South for that contribution. Thank you.
Next is Gina Loudon, our president of our Associated Students of the University of Arizona South. She's also a UA South student who will be among the first class of students to graduate from the Bachelor of Applied Science program with a concentration in networking. Gina.
Here. Okay, again, welcome to the graduation of the University of Arizona South, class of 2006. My name is Gina Loudon, and I'm the president of student government. Graduates, I'm grateful for the opportunity to share the 2006 commencement exercise with you, your family members, your friends, to honor you and your accomplishments. Thank you, Dean Brock and fellow administration, for the opportunity to speak. As I pondered the thoughts of what to say to you today, it made me think about what a commencement speech really is. It is simply the one final obstacle that stands between a graduate and their impending freedom. So the most important thing I can do is to keep this short. First, I would like to ask the new student government officers for the term of 2006 through 2007 to please stand up. Good luck next year, and remember, students are first. Congratulations to everybody. If you're participating in this graduation ceremony, you've taken the next step towards your future goals. To those of you that have come back after a few years to get a better education, congratulations. To my network administrator classmates, thank you for always sticking together and completing this program, even though there were times where we simply just wanted to give up. Graduates, yes, you made it. You made it through all the late nights of studying in the early mornings. You made it through the cramped sessions all night long. You made it through many obstacles placed in front of you that you thought you would never overcome. But you made it. You made it through all the tests and the papers and the research. The reading, and more reading, which was assigned generously, and somehow you made it. During my 2 years here at UA South, I had the opportunity to meet a lot of great people, make a few changes around campus, and make the dean wince every time I made an appointment to see him. Okay, so I know, make it quick. College is something you complete. Life is something you experience. So don't worry about your grades, or the final exam results, or success. Success is defined in countless ways, and you will find it. And people will no longer be grading you, but it will come to you from your own inner self. Love what you do and get good at it. Competence is a rare commodity in this day and age. And let the poker chips fall where they may. Life will run you by if you don't take time to enjoy all the small things. And remember, it's those little things that make life funny. Behind every face of every graduate here at UA South, each has a different story, a different reason, and a different use for the education for which we are here to recognize. Yet regardless of those many reasons, we come here today to acknowledge to ourselves and to others that we have met and overcame those challenges needed to achieve this milestone. Graduates, you now have the skills to move into the next stages of your lives. To those who have supported this class, I thank you. To the class of 2006, your hard work has paid off, and now you hold many things that cannot be taken away from you, and one of this is this diploma. Congratulations on work well done. Thank you.
Next is our undergraduate student speaker, Cynthia Fuller.
Thank you, Dr. Lanning. Provost Davis, Dean Groff, distinguished guests, family, friends, and my fellow graduates, I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak here tonight, but I have a confession. When I found out that I was going to be speaking, I wanted to run away. Because in spite of all of the times I've been forced by my professors to make presentations in class, this still scares me. But I didn't run because I knew I would always regret it. My reaction to this opportunity, though, made me start thinking. It made me think about how many times in life some of us do make decisions, and sometimes really important decisions, based on running away from something that we fear. Maybe it's fear of failure. Dr. Munchler talked about this. Fear of the unknown, or my personal favorite, fear of poverty. There are a lot of things that we can legitimately fear in life, and sometimes we let them shape our lives for us a little too much. Looking back at my own choices in life, and I'm 48 years old, graduating tonight, so I've made some interesting choices that took me a long time to get here. But the only mistakes that I see in my life are the choices that I made based on running away from something I was afraid of. When I look at the choices I made based on following my passions, I don't see mistakes. I'll grant you, I didn't always go where I thought I was going, but those choices always took me to some experience that was worthwhile for me. I want to give you an example of what I mean by someone following his passions in life. The man who was the vocal music teacher when my kids were at the Bisbee schools. Each year he organized a huge high school choir trip, and he took those kids to exciting places like San Francisco and New York. Try, if you can, to imagine herding 30 or 40 very excited teenagers through airports, through delays, through layovers, keeping track of them in the hotels and on city streets, and not losing anybody. I think that the stress of those trips must have been almost unbearable for him at times, but he came back every year after year, and did it again. But now think about the kids that he was taking. These are kids in Bisbee. Many of them had never left Arizona. Some of them had never even left Cochise County. They got to go to New York. They got to sing in Carnegie Hall. They got to see live musicals on Broadway. Just imagine the world of possibilities that those trips opened up for some of those kids. And when the buses finally brought everyone back to Bisbee, I promise you, the biggest grin was always on that teacher's face. Partly because he didn't lose anybody, but also because somewhere along the way in his life, sharing his passion for music had become something that just nourished his soul. And he probably didn't dream about monster field trips when he was a young man planning his career. But he knew that music was his passion, and he followed it. It took him into the classroom, and that turned out to be a good place for him because he found fulfillment there. I truly believe that when I choose a pathway for the right reasons, and by that I mean because it challenges me, because something about it fascinates me, and because it allows me to follow my passions, to do something about which I feel passionately, that pathway will always take me someplace I'll be glad I went. I believe the fulfillment that we all look for in our lives is what happens when we choose our pathways based on following our passions, whatever those might be, rather than running away from things that we're afraid of. But I have to acknowledge, as everyone before me has done, that we can't have the freedom to follow our passions without a little support. All of the graduates tonight have people in their lives to thank for having supported them on their way to this particular milepost. Some of you had parents or life partners who supported you financially, co-workers who picked up the slack when you had to leave early to get to class, and students who shared your notes with you when you couldn't get away. Professors who understood that sometimes a family crisis really is more important than a deadline. People on campus here who helped you find scholarships so that you could pay for it. Advisors here who helped you figure out all of the general education requirements, your major requirements, your minor requirements, and anything else they could think of, so that you could get here tonight. My personal favorite, family members who never made you feel guilty when you had to spend more time with William Shakespeare than with them. To all of those people who have supported us on our way to this ceremony, I don't know how we can ever thank you enough. But we can start by promising that we will make the most of the opportunities you've given us. I knew this would happen, I'm prepared. So on behalf of my fellow graduates, I offer you that promise that we will make the most of our opportunities, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Cynthia. Next is our graduate student speaker, Nina Ari Bates.
Because I'm short. Thank you, Dr. Lanning. I'm so nervous. Chin Sander has to send me his blue aura so I can stand up here. See? Look at him. Provost Davis, Dean Crock, distinguished guests, friends, family, and graduates. First of all, I want to congratulate you for your wonderful achievement. Way to go. I'd also like to thank the US South faculty for presenting me with this opportunity. It's certainly one I never imagined before. I've never been this nervous before since the day I had to pack up my whole life to move alone to America for the first time 3 years ago. I moved here in 2003 from Indonesia to work on a language project with the University of Arizona South. I packed my suitcases and moved to a country I'd never before visited. I did not know anybody here, and the US South faculty and staff became my new family, both figuratively and literally, because I met my future husband here. There's something good, right? Comes up from it. I had to learn a lot of things, from the culture, language expression like elbow grease, and then to finishing the huge portions of meals at restaurants by myself. It's so huge that the meal can feed the entire family in Indonesia. There are many things that I envy in this country, and I do hope that people do not take them for granted. Besides freedom of speech, the opportunity for education is the one I envy most. I remember how my parents sacrificed everything for my siblings and me to go to school. Not many people can afford to go to school in Indonesia. Some people cannot even afford to buy enough food for their families. I was one of the fortunate ones that was able to go to school and earn a bachelor degree. An incident occurred that is still vivid in my mind. I was a freshman in college. I'm sorry. And my father got really sick, so he needed to be hospitalized. I went to visit him in the hospital, and there was my father, laying on a bed with 10 other people, squeezed into the room like sardines. The room was far from clean. I could see plastic waste scattered all over the place. The smell of alcohol, blood, and sweat gave me sudden migraine. I told my father to move to a better hospital, or at least a better room, so he could get better treatment. His answer was, "Let's save the money for your schooling." I became a new person after that day. I worked and studied hard so I would not burden my parents anymore. I graduated from the university in 3.5 years, got a full-time job, and supported myself. I even paid my sibling tuition so my parents didn't have to sacrifice any longer. So I see here in America how easy it is to go to school. Elementary and secondary school are free. We have to pay in Indonesia. Scholarship and financial aids are relatively easy to get if pursued. And educational opportunity is wide open. All we need to do is to take a step forward and take that opportunity. Just grab it while you can, because education is precious. I have experienced what lack of education does to a country. People live in cardboard boxes, children have to work on the streets, people also become ignorant and less tolerant, resulting in hurting or killing others for food, for beliefs, for money. Education changes how people look at you and how you look at other people. We become respectful, tolerant, open-minded, and understanding. Imagine what kind of world it would be where all people saw like that. So I'm so proud of the graduates today. We have taken that step forward and grabbed the opportunity. I know it is not easy, juggling between work, school, and perhaps especially our families. But I know it's all worth it. For those who are still thinking about continuing your education, my advice is just do it. Grab the opportunity while you can. You don't want to end up in a situation like in my country, where you are left in despair, wanting to go to school. US South is a good place to continue your education. It is close to your home, and it has excellent programs. I'd like to give special thanks to the faculty at the Educational Technology Program, Dr. Callahan, Dr. Hong, and Dr. Jose, for their support and knowledge they gave and shared. I have learned a lot of things about implementing technology in education. I was able to write 3 books, all published in Indonesia, because of the knowledge of educational design they share with me. I'm honored and grateful for that. I'd also like to thank my husband, Brian Bates, for always being there for me. My family is in Indonesia, who cannot be here today, but I'm leaving next week for a month. I'm going on vacation. My in-laws, and the faculty and staff at the University of Arizona South. Once again, congratulations class of 2006. Thank you.
Enjoy a song by Suzanne Paris and Wayne Schulbeck.
We will now lead the candidates for the Master of Arts and Master of Education degrees. Dr. Wei Hung, please come forward.
Nina Ari Bates. Nina would like to thank her husband, her parents in Indonesia, her parent-in-laws, Russ and Mike of the UA South Business Office, the UA South faculty and staff, and the qualified tuition reduction.
William Allison Platt. William plans to work as an education specialist at the U.S. Army Intelligence Center in school. William wishes to thank his wife Lillian and their children Brett and Ashley for their encouragement and support.
Lauren Gail Roberts. Lauren is thankful to her children and mother. She says completing her master's would not have been possible without the understanding, empowerment, and many hours of work by Dr. Phil Callahan. Thank you, great spirit.
Elizabeth Sarah Jimenez. Elizabeth would like to thank her entire family for helping her and providing her with support. She would like to thank her husband. This would have been impossible without his unconditional love and encouragement. It's your turn now, Jesus.
Jessica Torre Knuckles. Jessica would like to thank her wonderful husband Cody for his love and patience beyond measure, her parents for always being supportive and generous, Karen for being the first highly qualified teacher and always going above and beyond to help, Dr. Iris Surratt for her wisdom, and her extended family, Mary, Ness, Luke, and Lily.
Elizabeth Ann Ross. Elizabeth thanks her husband Chuck for her daughters Ashley and Charlie for believing in her and letting mommy go to school, her parents for their lifelong support, her friend Tammy for keeping her going, and Dr. Callahan for his flexibility in a very trying time. Finally, Dr. Surratt for the chocolate and her dedication.
Jennifer Ross. Jennifer thanks her husband Justin for his support and her children, Justine, Julia, and James, for being good sports about her being gone at night.
Cornelia M. Scott. Marion would like to thank her family, Ron, Greg, Crystal, and Jeffrey, for being there for her. She also wants to thank the staff and administration of General Meyer Elementary for their support while she pursued her degree in special education.
Tamara L. Wolf. Tamara would like to thank her husband Dave and her children Alexis and Madison for their support and understanding. Beth for keeping her motivated, and Starbucks for keeping her awake.
Julene Powell-Zitsa. Thanks to Kiara, you kept her focused on your family. Thanks to Gianfranco, your hugs and kisses brought her joy. And thanks to Frank for your continued support. Dr. Jim Duncan, please come forward.
Ingrid Elizabeth Bailey. Ingrid would like to thank her whole family for their unstinting support, especially her husband Harold, who was always there. She would also like to thank her professors, without whom this would not have been possible.
Lorraine Elizabeth Drager. Lorraine would like to thank her husband and very best friend, Jim Drager.
Shaylin Leah Fredrickson. Shaylin thanks her children, Thomas and Emily, for inspiring her and loving her even when she had to do homework on the weekends.
Clara Gonzalez. Clara says, I would like to thank my family for their support and belief in me. You guys rock. Thanks to my UA South professors, McDermott, Gerard, Harris, Stochek, and Froyoff. It has been an unforgettable journey. Finally, to my one and only Gabrielle, I love you, baby boy.
Michael Patrick McConnell. Michael wants to thank Doctors McDermott, Gerard, Harris, and Stochek for their support and encouragement. He also wants to thank his family for all of their support.
Sylvia R. Pruill. Sylvia is grateful for the support and encouragement of her husband, children, family, and church. They have sacrificed right along with her. Thank you all.
Jamie Lynn Ramage. Jamie would like to thank all of her family members, friends, and especially her husband.
We will now introduce those students who are candidates for baccalaureate degrees and post-baccalaureate certification.
Danita Ann Dessalin. Danita thanks her mom and dad, Diane and Denise Dessalin, and her visiting family, Danielle, Devin, and Brian. No, they're baccalaureates. They all come.
Marcela L. Jaros. Marcella says thank you to her wonderful family and friends for their love and support. And a special thanks to her mom and dad and to Armando and her twins, Elisa and Vanessa, for giving her motivation, encouragement, and inspiration.
Esperanza Yvette Sanchez. It's been hard getting this far. It took a lot of determination and motivation, but she's here. Also thanks to Mona and Vicky, student government, for the computers she won, and the rest of the SAS team and UA South faculty and staff.
Maida E. Regal. Maida would like to thank her husband, Bryant, for believing in her, her family for putting up with I can't, I have a paper, Maureen and Simeon for getting her back in school, Debbie for the invaluable friendship, Dr. Kime, Dr. Wells, and Diane Friend. She loves you all. And a special thank you to the student government for backing her last semester.
Michael Willihan. Michael would like to thank his friends and family and girlfriend for their support. He would also like to thank Diane Friend and wish her well.
Gina R. Loudon. A special thank you to all of her friends and family. Also, Tripp and Alyssa and Loudly for always being understanding. This degree is dedicated to her father, David Jackson.
continued excellence in his education. And also to Diane Friend for her excellence and wish her the best in her battle with cancer.
Jesus Francisco Rodriguez. Francisco is a 2-2 student from Cochise College. He would like to thank his family and his friends.
Sergio Serignano. Sergio would like to thank his mom and dad and his sister and brothers for their support. Cindy, Jim, Barry, Steve, and Lauren for understanding his workload and giving him support at work. He also would like to thank Dr. Kime for the help and advice during the last 2 years.
Tanisha Jane Gray. Tanisha would like to thank her children, her fiance, the Tobalski family, her parents, her family and friends for their love and support throughout this life-altering experience.
Renzi would like to thank her mother, father, and sister for encouraging her and supporting her in her long journey. Also thanks to Mona, Dr. Evanson, Mary Weaver, and Dr. Friend, her classmates, and her friend Ian, who always let her vent when she was frustrated with her papers.
Cynthia Fullerton. Cynthia thanks her husband Peter, who helped her believe she could do it when she feared school would be too much. She wouldn't be here tonight without him.
Erica Andrea Meyer. Mom, Bernice, Dad, Marty, and husband Jeremy for keeping her spirits up when she thought she couldn't go anywhere. Special thanks to her mom, who was the inspiration of finishing her schooling. She loves you guys. Erica would also like to thank all of her friends. You guys rock.
Lorenzo Glenn Thomas. He thanks his parents and his son for pushing him to excel. He thanks his girlfriend Tatiana for supporting him and God for allowing all things to be possible.
Leilani Bond. Leilani would like to acknowledge her family and a very special friend for their special support in helping her achieve her BS degree.
Sergio Icoro. Sergio would like to thank his parents and grandmother for all of their support. He would also like to give a special thanks to his friend Brenda and her 3 beautiful children for all their love.
Cassandra Leanne McConnell. Cassandra would like to thank her dad for his support in her education. Way to go, Julie, for watching her son while she went to class, and all of her other family and friends. Also, Dr. Lutz, Dr. Jacobs, and Greta for being fantastic.
Maricela M. Nunez. Maricela acknowledges and thanks her son Jose and her best friend Bobby for supporting her in all of her endeavors and pushing her to excel. She also thanks her parents, brother, and friends for believing in her.
Jenny Allen Allred. Jenny would like to thank her husband Bill and all her friends and family for their support. Jen graduated summa cum laude.
Dawn Renee Brewer. Dawn was on the Dean's List, honorable mention, and will graduate magna cum laude. She would like to thank her family.
Nancy L. Garcia. Nancy gives thanks to her husband Nick, Dusty, and Melina. She also wants to thank Dr. Jake Jacobs and Professor Clemenhaga for all their support.
Valerie T. Garner. Valerie would like to thank her mom.
Kimberly Marie Johnson. Kimberly would like to thank all her friends, Dr. Staff, and family who are attending her graduation to show their support for her at this exciting time in her life. She'd also like to say special thank you to her daughter, Reggie, who has been her driving motivation.
Heidi Lynn Lloyd. Heidi would like to thank her fiance. She plans to pursue a master's degree after graduation.
Nashua Martinez. Nashua would like to thank her father, Gonzalez, for being a wonderful role model in her life, and to her husband, Miguel Martinez, for always supporting her.
Jessica A. Olson. Thanks go out to her partner, Craig Wilcox, mom, Mona Miller, the kindred, and the shining ones. Jessica is graduating with honors and will be attending California State University at Chico this fall and working on her master's in psychology.
Amanda Wolf. Amanda would like to thank her grandmother for always encouraging her to further her education, as well as her husband and parents for their continuous love and support.
Crystal Chavez. Crystal would like to thank her husband Andrew and daughters Ashley, Brianna, Caitlin, and Kelsey for their sacrifices and support.
Mark A. Contreras. Mark would like to thank Antonio Contreras and Evelia Contreras, his parents, and his family. Also, Jose Iniguez, a friend and mentor.
Kelly V. Cormier. Kelly gives thanks to her parents Kenneth and Jennifer Cormier and all of her brothers and sisters for their support.
Cynthia Miselia Elias. Cynthia wants to thank her parents, Jesus and Cynthia, for their love and help. She owes them all she is. Gracias, papá y mamá.
Yolanda Noriega Fimbres. Yolanda would like to thank all of her family members, friends, colleagues, and mentor teachers who have encouraged and supported her throughout her adventure at UA South. In memory and honor to her father, Alnardo Noriega, who passed away 2 months ago before graduation. Hats off to you, Dad. Love you and miss you. Mom, thanks for all. Many, many thanks to all my family. A dream is a pathway to a reality.
Sabrina Therese French. Sabrina thanks her parents for their unending support. Judy Phillips, her mentor teacher, and her boyfriend Jason.
Michelle Garavito.
Hold that pose.
Michelle would like to thank her family for their support and encouragement.
Lynn Hammond. Lynn would like to thank her
matters.
husband Paul, daughters Trudy and Jackie, Dr. Ruth Karchner and Jackie Smith. She says she is here today because of you. Thank you.
Sherry Hardgrave. Sherry would love to thank her daughter, Alexalyn, and son, Maverick.
Carmen Adriana Hernandez. Carmen wants to thank her mother and father, Selena and Oscar, who are in China, her husband, Fernando, and her mother-in-law, Martha, and all the people who helped her during her education. Thanks to them, she's where she is now. Finally, she wants to thank her aunts and grandmothers.
Maria Mayeli Noriega. Mayeli thanks God, her mom and dad, her husband, her classmates, and her mentor teacher. Gracias, mamá y papá.
Rosemary G. Owen. Rosemary would like to Special thanks to her husband, sons, daughters, and granddaughters, for without their constant and longtime support, she would not have fulfilled her dream. God bless you all.
Claudia Eva Perez. Claudia would like to thank her two beautiful daughters, Samantha and Danielle, and her husband Alfredo for their support and encouragement. She loves you.
Sandra Rivera. Sandra would like to thank
Christine Moore. Christine would like to thank her children Jake and Jessica for their patience and support.
Lourdes Soto. Lourdes would like to thank her family and friends for supporting her education, especially for children Daniela, David, and Hunter.
Guadalupe Figueroa Villacaña. Guadalupe dedicates this accomplishment to her husband, to Denise, to Andrea, and her baby Juan Marcos.
Yolanda Walton. Yolanda would like to thank her father and mother, Juanita and Charlie Johnson, her son, Joshua Walton, her daughter, Jasmine Walton, her boyfriend, Scotty Everett, and her husband, Irvine, and all other friends and family. We did it. Thank you.
Jacob Wolf. Jacob would like to thank his wife for all of her support and encouragement, as well as his parents for their positive influence.
Michelle R. Music. Michelle wants to thank her husband Steve, her mother and father Kay and Jerry Carr, son Casey, and daughter Courtney for their support. Mona, Vicky, and Diane Friend, and to Cece Lewis, a huge thank you for her patience, guidance, and mentorship. Her time in Tucson High was one of the highlights of her education. Thank you all.
Lori Marie Heltemis Stansberry. Thanks to her children Sheenie and Anthony, who tried to understand Mommy had homework. Any moment she wasn't studying, they were there to make her human. She also thanks her family and her classmates and professors who helped her survive and pushed her to do more.
Robin Fenn. Robin would like to thank her husband Paul and children Amy, Josh, and wife Tricia, and number one grandchild Raven, Travis, Jeremy, and Megan.
Lourdes Baron. Lourdes wants to thank her mother for her love and support during her entire academic journey. She says, gracias, mamá. Also, I want to thank my husband, Horacio, and 3 children for their patience. Te quiero, Horacio. Also, gracias to Dr. Ruth Karchner.
Rosalina Ruiz. Thanks to her other half, Samuel Rodriguez, for all his help and support, and her children Bertha and Brandon for being patient. She thanks all of the San Simone teachers, staff, and students for their help and good wishes, and Drs. Karchner, Yolanda Anderson, and Alice Anderson. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for being here today. Special thanks to Lourdes Barone, Ruth Martin, and Carlton Penn, my special friends. I love you, Sam.
Vanessa M. Cano. Vanessa would like to thank her husband, parents, and friends. Thanks for all your support.
Molly Aona Flores.
Donnie Gordon Jr. Donnie would like to thank his family and friends for their support, especially Fathead and his two sons, Wyatt and Mason.
Christina Kelly. Christina would like to thank her mom and dad for encouraging her to go to college and supporting her all the way through. And to her husband, Chris, thanks for being so supportive and understanding.
Mindy L. Lanehart. Mindy would like to thank her kids, her parents, Michelle, and all her friends and family who helped her through her journey.
Judy L. Mullen. Judy wishes to thank her family, husband Mike, and children Tim, Jen, and Matt for their support and encouragement that made this possible.
Crystal Rivera. Crystal wants to thank her family and friends for their patience and encouragement. Thanks to her mom, husband, and gorgeous kids. This day is possible because of you.
Karen L. Hendrickson. Karen would like to thank her husband, Don, the command group at the Electronic Proving Ground, her co-workers and friends.
Brian R. Humanic. Brian acknowledges his parents, family, and his instructors, Dr. Xu, Mrs. Smith, Mr. Jones, and Mrs. Gordon. A special thank you to Angela, Matt, Amy, and Zach. Above all, thanks to his wife Lynn for her love and support.
Matthew D. Coop. Matthew would like to thank his parents and his amazing wife Wendy. He also wants to give thanks to Angela, Terrell, Ryan, and everyone who worked. Most of all to the Lord for love, mercy, and grace.
Christian John Richards. Christian thanks his wife and daughter.
Mary C. Stewart. Thanks to his mom and dad for teaching the importance of education.
Sarah E. Case. Sarah plans to attend graduate school at ASU.
Cynthia M. Garcia. Thank your mom and your dad for their love and motivation. Her entire family and friends are always saying and believing that she can accomplish anything. Raul and his two princesses, preschool staff, and especially Dr. Kine and Dr. Wells. She loves you all.
Ray Schwartz. Ray gives thanks to your family and her wonderful husband Jim. Thank you for all of your support. She loves you all.
Angela J. Garcia. Her parents, Melissa, and her insignificant other Scott. Most of all, her entire study with Annette, Ryan, Kenny, and
Jennifer Faith Riser. This could not have been fun without you. Her husband Gabe for always believing in her. Without Gabe, this would not have been possible. Special thanks to Bart Smith and Patrick Jones and Dr. Frank Zisa.
please rise. Provost Davis, it is my honor to present to you those candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Master of Arts and Master of Education.
Thank you, Dean Groth. By the authority vested in me by the Arizona Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the appropriate master's degree as recommended by your faculty of this university. In accordance with usual custom, you as individuals are entitled to all the rights and privileges which pertain to your degree, here and elsewhere. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Undergraduate candidates, please rise. Provost Davis, it is my honor to present to you those candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Arts in Education, and Bachelor of Science.
Thank you. And by the authority vested in me by the Arizona Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the appropriate bachelor's degree as recommended by the faculty of the university. In accordance with usual custom, you as individuals are entitled to all the rights and privileges which pertain to your degree, here and elsewhere. Congratulations.
Okay, undergraduates, please remain standing, and will the master's students please rise.
JC insists on another brief history lesson. The origin of awarding degrees and graduation ceremonies began in medieval Europe. The first academic degree was conferred in approximately 1160 AD at the University of Bologna, Italy, with a practice spreading quickly to other European universities, most notably the University of Paris in France, Oxford University, Cambridge University in England. The procedures for awarding degrees at this university are based on a practice developed at the University of Paris in the late 12th or early 13th century, and that's why we look the way we look today. That wasn't in the script, but that's the way we look today. That's why. As the final rite of passage, you know what it is? You know what it's going to be? The passage called Commencement, New Beginning, and as a visible symbol of the completion of your apprenticeship, it's a great word, at the University of Arizona South, please move your tassels from right to left, soldered and mortar boards to complete the journey. And on behalf of the Arizona Board of Regents, I extend warm congratulations to you on the completion of your degrees. You've earned them. Congratulations.